over. Hello, hello. Hello, hello. How are you guys today? Good? How did all of you start school this week? Yes, a few. Did you start school yet, Jonah? No, you haven't started yet. You met your class. Cora, you've started. Did you start school too? Yes, yes, yes. So many new things. So many new things. I'm curious. When you go to class, and it might be in preschool or in any kind of classes, are there certain traditions that your teacher says you have to do? Are there certain things that the teacher says, now this is something that I have had my students for this year and this year and this year, this is the tradition we're going to do? Can you think of any? And a tradition is something that you come into class and you do it each time. Does anyone have an idea of what a tradition might be in your classroom? Anyone else? Oh, here. Hi.
My teacher makes me do a planner every day instead of homework.
Oh, so you have a planner that you have to do, and that's an everyday, daily thing. Okay. What else? Other traditions? There's something you have to do every time you come into class? Okay, so it used to be you'd come into class, thank you, Barbara, that you would do the Star-Spangled Banner, and you would sing and do the Pledge of Allegiance. Do you guys still do the Pledge of Allegiance? Yes? Do you guys do the Pledge of Allegiance sometimes? Sometimes. So it's not an all the time in Cora's class, okay? Other traditions? How about here? Other traditions that you had when you would go to school, that you did those things in school? Oh, what does that mean? Okay, so when the teacher claps, you have to be quiet and do what the teacher says. That is a really helpful tradition. Yes. Any other traditions we can think of? Oh, so you have to put your name on the top of the paper. Yes, you got to write your name on the paper. Or I remember when my kids went to preschool, the first thing they had to do is they had to come in and they had to put their stuff in their cubby. And then they had to go sit in the circle and sit on the spot where their spot was. You have to put your backpack away. Yes. Snack time. Are there certain things you have to do when you go to snack time? I can think of one thing you have to do before you go to snack time. Hand washing. Thank you over there. Absolutely, Calvin. Absolutely. So hand washing. Those are helpful things that we have to do. We kind of know what we're supposed to do when we go and do them. In a little while, Jesus is going to be having a conversation with some religious teachers, and they are frustrated that Jesus' disciples are not following all the rules that had been handed down from teacher to teacher to teacher. And one of the rules was washing your hands. And Jesus actually has them start to kind of understand why the rule did what the rule did. So today you're going to be staying. We don't have kids' church today because it's our Labor Day weekend, and many of our leaders are not able to be here. So you're going to be in here during the sermon time, and we're going to be talking about traditions, and there's going to be some opportunities for all of us to talk about traditions and how some of them are helpful, and maybe some of them don't actually help us connect with God. When we're in this space, all of the things that we do and the ways in which we live our life as we following Jesus, we want those things to help us connect with God, love our neighbors, and love ourselves. So we'll talk about all of that today. Can you please pray with me? Dear God, thank you for loving us and showing us ways that we can love you too. Help us to be open to new ways, new traditions, and new ways of caring for others. In your holy and gracious name,